Hello class, in this video I will be discussing module 3 lesson 2, which will tackle the application for Newton's law of motion. Okay, so all of my discussion will be based on University Physics with Modern Physics 14th edition by Young and Friedman. Okay, so using the first law of motion, which is the equilibrium of particles. When we say equilibrium, it is at rest or at constant velocity, diba? So, pag ganyan, ang working equation natin is the summation of forces, or the net force is always equivalent to 0. Okay? So, in example number 1, a gymnast with mass 50 kg suspends herself from the lower end of a hanging rope of negligible mass. The upper end of the rope is attached to the gymnasium ceiling. What is the gymnast's weight? What force, the magnitude, and direction does the rope exert on her? What is the tension at the top of the rope? So, kung gagawan natin siya ng free body diagram sa bottom end, okay, so, kung halimbawa ito si ceiling, okay, and then ito si rope. Sa bottom end, nandun si gymnast, okay. So, the acting forces dyan, syempre, the tension of the rope and then the weight of the gymnast, diba? Kapag dun naman tayo sa top end ng rope, okay, dito, syempre, meron tayong the force of the ceiling acting on the rope, at saka syempre yung tension, okay, nung rope, okay, dun sa ceiling, okay. So, ayan, sa letter A, ang hinahanap is what is the gymnast weight? So, weight is equals to mg, of course. Weight is equals to 50.0 kilogram times 9.80 meter per second squared. Ayan. So, W is equivalent to 50 times 9.80. That is 490 Newton. Okay. And then, sa letter B, what force magnitude does the rope exert on her? Okay. So, on her sa gymnast. So, ito yon. So, pag nag-summation of forces tayo dyan, meron lang tayong y component, which is tension minus the weight is equals to 0, or T is equals to W, and weight is of course 490 Newton. So, ito na yung hinahanap na force ng rope exerted on the gymnast, and the direction is of course upward. And sa letter C, what is the tension at the top of the rope? So, ito yan. Top of the rope, meron tayong FC at saka tension of the rope. So, yung force ng ceiling, kasi ma'am, bakit po may force yung ceiling? Of course, kung walang force yung ceiling, malalaglag yung rope, malalaglag yung gymnast. So, malamang, meron niyang pulling force na equivalent dun sa tension ng rope niya, yung load, okay? So, FC, okay, summation of F is equals to 0, at meron lang tayong Y component. So, FC minus TR is equals to 0, and TR is equivalent to the tension of the rope, okay? So, FC is equals to T, at ang T natin ay equivalent sa 490 Newton. So, that is also the force of the ceiling, okay? Or yung tension sa taas ng rope, okay? At the bottom, ay at the top end, okay? So, yan yung answer for example number 1. Okay. So, let's proceed to example number 2. Find the tension at each end of the rope. In example 1, if the weight of the rope is 120 Newton, okay? At both end, okay? So, example muna natin, free body diagram. This is the ceiling. This is the rope. Dun sa bottom end, dun si gymnast. Okay, ulitin natin yung free body diagram. So, meron tayong two forces, the tension of the rope at saka yung weight ni gymnast. Dito naman sa isa, ayan, sa top end, okay, meron dyang force nung ceiling, okay, at saka the tension of the rope. However, meron na ding weight si rope. Okay? May weight na si rope, so meron pa isang downward force. Kung gagawa tayo ng summation of forces na y component lang lahat, kasi wala naman tayong horizontal motion or horizontal forces, so T minus W is equals to 0 at T is equals to W. Ang W na pinag-uusapan natin dito is yung sa gymnast. So, T is of course equivalent pa rin sa 490 Newton. Okay, ito yung isa sa upward bottom end. Okay. Sa top end, okay, pag gagawa tayo ng free body summation of forces dyan, we have the F, force on the ceiling, okay, and then the weight of the rope at saka yung tension of the rope, okay, is equals to 0. Ang hinahanap natin is yung tension pataas, yung tension sa top end. So, ito yung F, okay? So, FC is equals to W rope at saka yung tension of the rope. Ang tension of the rope is of course equivalent sa 490 Newton, okay? So, FC is equals to 120 Newton plus 490 Newton, which is equivalent sa 120 plus 490 is equivalent to 610. Okay, 610 Newton. So that is the final answer. Okay, this is an upward force at the top end. This is the final answer. Okay. So, next, let's proceed to example number 3. Ayan. In the figure below, a car engine with weight W hangs from a chain that is lined at ring O to two other chains, one fastened to the ceiling and other to the wall. Find the expressions for the tension in each of the three chains in terms of W. The weights of the ring and chains are negligible compared with the weight of the engine. So, kung gagawa tayo ng free body diagram, dito muna sa engine, okay? So, this is the engine. Okay. And then, this is T1. Oops. Isin natin ng konti. Ayan. This is T1. Okay. Pag gagawa naman tayo ng free body diagram dito sa ring, ma'am, bakit dyan sa ring? Kasi that is the common point ng T1, T2, T3, okay? Nandyan lahat ng force, okay? So, this is T3, 60 degrees, okay? This is T2, and this is T1. Okay, kung 60 dito, malamang this is 60 din, okay? Pulling force. Okay. Now, kung gagawa tayo ng summation of forces is equals to 0. 0 kasi at rest naman sila. So, sa dito, pag gagawa tayo dito ng free body diagram, meron tayong weight ng engine. Okay. So, pag nag-summation of forces tayo dyan, T1 minus W is equals to 0. Pag dito tayo nag-summation of forces at X, okay, pag X muna, meron tayong T3, okay, this is T3, cosine 60 minus T2 equals 0. Sa Y naman, meron tayong T3 sine 60, okay, minus T1 equals 0. Ma'am, bakit po T3 cosine 60? Kasi kunin natin yung x component. Kasi x nga yung hinahanap natin. Cosine 60, so ka, okay? Ma'am, bakit po sine 60? Kasi hinahanap natin is the y component. So, okay? And then, sa ang hinahanap is the weights of the ring. Okay. Find the expression for the tension in each of the three chains. So, meron na tayong T1. T1 is equals to W. So, meron na tayo. Isa. Yung T3, pwede nating isulat. Sabi niya, T1 is equals to W, di ba? So, T3 sine 60 minus W is equals to 0. So, T3 is equivalent to W over sine 60. Ano ba yung 1 over sine 60? 1 over sine 60, that is equivalent to, 1 over sine 60. That is equivalent to 1.2. Okay? So, T3 ay equivalent sa 1.2 W. Okay? So, meron na tayong T3. Ang T2 naman natin, pwede nating isulat as T2 is equivalent to T3 cosine 60. Okay? Ang T2 natin is equivalent sa T3. Ang T3 natin is equivalent sa W over sine 60. W sine 60 cosine 60. Okay? T2 is equivalent to, what is cosine 60? Cosine 60 over sine 60, that is equivalent to what? 0.58. 0.58 W. So, eto na yung T2 natin in terms of W. Okay? So, yan. Yan na yung answer for example number 3. So, let's move on to the next. Example number 4. A car of weight W rests on a slanted ramp attached to a trailer. Only a cable running from the trailer to the car prevents the car from rolling off the ramp. Okay? The car's brakes are off and its transmission is neutral. Find the tension in the cable and the force that ramp exerts on the car's tire. Okay. So, yan yung free body diagram niya, 'di ba? Okay. So, ayan. Ganyan. For example, this is the X and Y. Sorry. Okay. So, for example, this is the X and Y. Oops. Yan. So, this is the tension. This is the weight. This is the weight. This is the tension. Okay. And this is the normal force. Oops. Okay, this is the normal force. And the tension is in alpha. Okay. This is in 90 degrees. Ayan. Okay. So, ayan. Para mas madali, kasi ang motion natin is, para mas madali yung computation natin, pwede natin itong i-rotate. Okay. We can rotate this one into paganyan, clockwise. Okay. So, i-move natin to. O, diba? 90 degrees to. Diba? Kasi normal force and the tension is 90 degrees. Kung ito is 90, okay? So, malamang ito at saka ito is 90. Kasi this whole is 180 and this is 90, the half. Okay? So, ito malamang is 90 minus alpha. Tama? Ngayon, kung ito is 90 minus alpha, okay, dahil kung ito is 90 minus alpha at ito from here is 90, so malamang this is alpha. Okay? Tama ba? Kasi 'di ba 90 degrees minus 90 minus alpha. So ang matitira is 90 minus 90, 0 plus negative negative plus alpha. Okay? So this is alpha. Okay? So kapag ni-rotate natin to in alpha degree, okay, count clockwise. So kung nandito na si tension, oops, ayusin natin. Ayan, okay. So, i-rotate natin to in alpha degrees clockwise. Andito na si tension at 90 degrees siya with the normal force. Ayan. Si weight naman yung uh, magro-rotate ng alpha degrees pag ganyan. So, nandito na si alpha. Okay? I hope you understand that. Kapag may tanong, please paki-raise lang ng question. Okay? So, ang ginawa lang natin here is nerotate natin. Okay? Nerotate natin si normal force T at saka si W alpha degrees clockwise. Okay? So, yan. Ang hinahanap is find the tension in the cable and the force that rams exerts on the car. Ang hinahanap is the tension of the cable at saka yung the force the ramp exerts on the car. So, malamang that is the normal force. So, kung gagawa tayo ng summation of forces is equals to 0, sa x component meron tayong T minus x component ng W, that is W sine alpha is equals to 0. Okay? So, T is equals to W sine alpha. Sa y component naman, meron tayong N, okay, minus W cosine alpha is equals to 0. N is equals to W cosine alpha. So, eto na yung answer. Diba? Mas madali siya kapag nirotate. So, ayan. Yan na yung final answer natin. So, next, let's proceed to the next example. Ayan. Your firm needs to haul granite up a 15-degree slope out of a quarry and to lower dirt into the quarry to fill the holes. You design a system in which a granite block on a cart with steel wheels, weight W1, so ito si W1, is pulled uphill on the steel rails by a dirt-filled bucket W2 that descends vertically into the quarry. How must the weight 1 and W2 be related in order for the system to move with a constant speed? Okay? Pag constant speed, ibig sabihin equilibrium. Ignore friction in the pulley and wheels and ignore the weight of the cable. So, equilibrium. So, dito pa rin tayo sa summation of F is equals to 0. Okay. So, kung gagawa tayo ng free body diagram dito, okay, dyan muna tayo ha. Ito si W2. Ayan si bucket. Okay, bucket pala, hindi W2. Bucket. Okay. Meron tayong forces na weight 2 at saka syempre yung tension ng rope. Okay. Pag dito naman tayo gagawa ng free body diagram, okay, gawa tayo ng free body diagram dyan. So, ito si cart. Okay. Cart. Okay. So, syempre, kung susundin natin, ito si tension. 'Di ba? And then, perpendicular sa kanya is the normal force. Tapos, ang weight natin is going downwards. Okay? So, parang kanina lang. Okay? Dahil si tension natin is kung ito yung origin, oops, ito yung Cartesian plane natin, ayan, So, eto si tension. Si tension ay 15 degrees from the horizontal. Okay. At si normal force ay naka 90 degrees sa tension. Okay. So, kung 90 to, okay, malamang ang total nitong dalawa is 90. So, yung kabila is 90 minus 15, 75. Okay, 75 degrees to. Okay. Tapos, nakalimutan natin si weight. Ito si weight. Ayan. Ayan. Ngayon, kung 75 to at ito ay 90, malamang this is 15 degrees. Now, mas madali kung i-rotate natin ulit. Okay, i-rotate natin siya ulit in such a way. Ayan. I-rotate natin siya 15 degrees clockwise. Ito na si tension. Okay, ito na si normal force at ito na si weight. Okay, ito na yung 15 degrees. Ayan. Asan si cart? Siyempre, nandun sa origin. Ayan. So, if we are going to make a summation of forces, oops. Ayan. Summation of forces tayo. Dito sa bucket, okay, meron tayong T minus W2 is equals to 0. Okay? Dito naman sa kabila, sa X component, meron tayong T minus W1, okay, sine 15 degrees is equals to 0. Sine kasi ayun yung X component, okay? And then sa Y component, meron tayong N minus W1 cosine 15 is equals to 0. Ayan. So, ang hinahanap dito is how must the weight 1 and weight 2 be related in order to so, yung relation ng W2 at saka W1. Okay? So, T dito is equivalent sa W2. Okay? At ang T dito ay equivalent sa W1 sine 15. Okay, so W2 is equals to W1 sine 15 degrees. Ma'am, saan nyo po kinuha yan? Ayan, no? Tension is equals to W2. Tension is equivalent sa W1 sine 15. So, W2 ay ilan? Sine 15 is equivalent sa 0.26. Sine, sorry. 0.26 W1. So, this is the relationship between weight 1 and weight 2. Okay? So, let's proceed to the next. Okay? Sa second law of motion naman tayo. Application ng second law of motion. Sa second law of motion, meron na tayong external force. Therefore, itong external force na to will cause the object to accelerate. Okay? So, let's use that in example number 6. Okay? Ang formula, ang working formula natin is summation of forces is equals to MA. Okay. So, an ice boat is at rest on a frictionless horizontal surface. Due to the blowing wind 4 seconds after, the ice boat is released. It is moving to the right at 6 meters per second. What constant force, the Fw, does the wind exert on the ice boat? The combined mass of ice boat and rider is 200 kg. Okay. Ito daw si ice boat. Okay. So, represent natin siya as a particle. Ito si ice boat. At rest siya nung una. Ngayon, pumalo si hangin. Fw. Nag-slide ngayon si ice boat. Okay? So, nagkaroon ng acceleration. Ano daw yung constant horizontal force ni Fw does the wind exert on the ice boat? Ang sabi niya, an ice boat is at rest. So, initially, ang velocity natin ay 0 meter per second. Okay? At bigla siyang, nung pinalo siya ng wind, bigla siyang gumalaw ng 6.0 meter per second within 4.0 second. Okay? Yan. So, meron din tayong mass na 200 kilogram. Okay. So, summation of forces is equals to MA. Meron tayong horizontal acceleration or horizontal movement. Ang meron tayong force dito is FW. Okay? Is equals to MA. However, para makuha natin to, we need the mass which is given and the acceleration. The acceleration, if you remember the formula, V0 is equals to, um, VF is equals to V0 plus 80. Ayan. Ang VF natin is 6.0 meters per second. At ang VO natin is initially at rest. Acceleration times ilang seconds? 4 seconds. So we have an acceleration of 6 divided by 4, that is 1.5. Okay, we have an acceleration of 1.5 meter per second squared. So we can substitute FW, the mass is 200 kilogram, and then the acceleration, which is equivalent to 1.5 meter per second squared. So this, let's multiply this with 200. That is 300. FW is equals to 300 Newton. Okay, so this is the final answer. Now let's proceed to 7. Suppose a constant horizontal friction force. So meron na tayong frictional force. 100 Newton opposes the motion of the ice, both in example 6. In this case, what constant FW must the wind exert on the ice boat to cause the same constant x acceleration AX 1.5 meter per second squared? Okay, so if we are going to make a free body diagram, syempre ito si wind, FW. Si friction force, if you should note it na ang frictional force is always opposing the direction of motion. So kung pag ganito ang direction ng motion, si frictional force ay resisting. So pakabila siya, opposite, FF. Okay. So kung magkakaroon tayo ng summation of forces, FW minus FF is equals to MA. Yan. So, ano daw yung wind force na kailangan i-apply kapag meron tayong frictional force na 100 Newton sa 200 kilogram na ice boat with acceleration of 1.5 meter per second squared. So, yan is 200 times 1.5 plus 100. Okay? 400 Newton. Tinranspose lang natin sa kabila. Okay? So, this is the final answer for example number 7. So, let's proceed to example number 8. An elevator and its load have a combined mass of 800 kg. The elevator is initially moving downward at 10 meter per second. It slows to a stop with constant acceleration in a distance of 25 meters. What is the tension T in the supporting cable while the elevator is being brought to rest? Okay. So, linawin lang natin yung nangyayari do sa elevator. Yung elevator, papunta siya sa baba with decreasing speed. Okay, decreasing speed. So, from a velocity, okay, magiging at rest siya, decreasing speed. Kasi sabi niya slows to a stop. Ang initial velocity niya ay 10 meter per second. Okay? Now, ang hinahanap natin is the tension. So, if we are going to make a free body diagram, meron tayong tension ng cable. Siyempre sa elevator ha. Ito yung elevator. Okay? At syempre, meron tayong weight ng elevator and its load. Okay? So, if we are going to make summation of forces equals to MA, ayan, meron tayong tension ng cable minus W is equals to MA. Ang hinahanap is the tension of the cable. Makukuha natin yung weight by mg. However, wala tayong acceleration. How do we get the acceleration? if you remember, merong given na initial, final, at saka merong given na distance. Nakapag-travel daw si elevator bago siya mag-stop at 25 meters. Kung ang datum natin is nandito sa taas, going down siya. So, ang downwards natin ay negative y. Okay? So, if you remember the equation, Vf squared is equals to V0 squared plus 2a x final minus x initial. Okay? Ang Vf squared natin is going 0. Mag-stop siya. And then, ang velocity natin, since going downward, is negative 10.0 meter per second squared plus 2a. X final natin going downward is negative 25 from 0. Okay, ang datum natin is at 0. So, the acceleration here is 0, negative 10 squared plus 2 alpha x. Oops, nakalimutan natin yung squared. Alpha x negative 25 minus 0. Shift solve. Okay, so the acceleration is positive 2 meter per second squared. Anong ibig sabihin ng positive 2? Ang ibig niya lang sabihin is although the movement is going downward, it is in decreasing speed, so deceleration siya. So, dahil positive to, we will have a sign convention for this as going upward. Kasi positive eh. Okay? So, ang acceleration natin dito is pataas. Pagpababa. Dahil from a velocity going to 0 siya. So, decreasing speed. Okay? Now, tension of the cable will be T is equals to MA plus W. T is equals to MA plus MG. Okay? T is equals to MA plus G. So, T is equals to 800 kilogram times 2 meter per second squared plus 9.80 meter per second squared. So, the tension of the cable is equivalent to 9440 Newton. Okay? So, this is the final answer. Okay. Yan. So, that is the final answer. And let's proceed to the next example. Okay. Next example, example number 9. Ayan. A 50 kilogram woman stands on a bathroom scale while riding in elevator in example 8. What is the reading on the scale? Okay. So, eto naman si woman. Okay. Si woman. Okay, woman. Okay. So, meron tayong kung nakapatong siya sa weighing scale, okay, meron tayong normal force na binibigay ni weighing scale, and then meron tayong, of course, the weight, okay, exerted by the woman. Ngayon, syempre, pag gumawa tayo ng summation of forces, F equals to ME, so ang mangyari dyan is N minus W is equals to ME, diba? And then, N minus mg is equals to ma. N is equals to m. This is a, sorry. Yan. M a plus g. Okay. N is equals to m, which is 50 kilogram. Okay. And acceleration na positive 2 meter per second squared plus 9.80 meter per second squared. Okay? So, the reading on the scale will be equivalent to, palitan lang natin to ng 50. Okay, so equivalent sa 590 Newton. Okay, given guys ha, na yung acceleration natin is positive 2 meter per second squared. Anong ibig sabihin ng positive dito? It's either na si elevator ay going downwards but decreasing speed. Okay? Or going upwards but increasing speed. Okay? Magkaiba yun ha. Mm. Nagiging positive si acceleration kapag going downwards but decreasing speed or going upwards but increasing speed, positive. Now, paano naman kapag negative si acceleration? So, kapag negative ang acceleration natin, so, magiging 50.0 kilogram, okay, negative 2 meter per second squared plus 9.8 meter per second squared. Okay. So, ang reading niya is 390 Newton na. Okay. Okay. Ngayon, etong ganitong negative A, pag negative A ha, or negative 2 meter per second squared, ang negative A is it's either going downwards tapos increasing speed but increasing speed, or going upwards but decreasing speed. Yan. Diyan nagiging negative si acceleration. Okay? So, kaya minsan, 'di ba? For example, kapag pababa yung elevator tapos from a stop tapos biglang magi-increase ng speed pababa, 'di ba? Meron kayong feeling na parang gumagaan, parang magaan yung pakiramdam. Okay? Kaya ang apparent weight nyo is, ang tawag dito is apparent weight. Okay? Parang magaan yung pakiramdam nyo. Yun yung nagko-cause nung parang yung internal organs nyo is parang nalilift. Okay? Parang gumagaan. Ngayon, kapag pero iba yung cause niya. Halimbawa, going upwards but decreasing speed. Pag pataas ka naman pero pabagal. Okay? Ganun din, parang magaan yung pakiramdam. Okay? However, kapag going downwards ka tapos pahinto, okay? Or decreasing speed, parang bumibigat. Okay? Or pag going upwards ka tapos pabilis, parang mabigat yung pakiramdam mo, or kasi yung uh, force mo to the elevator floor, o yung force going to the elevator floor is uh, mas malakas or mas mabigat. So that is how you solve example number 9. So let's proceed to example number 10. A toboggan loaded with students' total weight W slides down a snow-covered hill that slopes at an angle alpha. The toboggan is well waxed, so there is virtually no friction. What is its acceleration? Okay? So, kung gagawa natin to ng, for example, ito, si toboggan, ayan. So, this is the normal force. This is the weight. Okay? Wala nang iba. Okay? So, kung ang gagawin natin is i-rotate natin siya counterclockwise. Okay. Pag nag-rotate tayo counterclockwise, ito na si magiging normal force. Okay. And this is the weight. And this is alpha. Okay. So, ayan. So, pag magsa-summation of forces tayo is equals to MA. Okay. Sa x component, okay, sa x component, which is pag ganito, meron tayong W sine alpha is equals to MA. Okay? Ang movement natin is pa x. Kung ito yung x component natin kanina or ito yung x-axis natin kanina. Ayan. Nirotate lang natin siya. Okay? Nirotate natin. So, ang movement pa rin natin is pa ganito. Okay? So, kapag going naman tayo sa y component, meron tayong n minus w cosine alpha kasi going downwards si w is equals to 0 kasi wala naman tayong movement na pa-vertical. Okay? So, ang hinahanap is the acceleration. So, A from here, okay, ang A natin would be W sine alpha over M, or A is equals to mg sine alpha over M, cancel. So, ang A natin is G sine alpha. So, this is the final answer for example number 10. So, let's proceed to 11. Ayan. You push a 1 kilogram food tray through the cafeteria line with a constant 9 Newton force. The tray pushes a 0.50 kilogram carton. The tray and carton slide on a horizontal forces so greasy that the friction can be ignored. Find the acceleration of the tray and the carton and the horizontal force that the tray exerts on the carton. So, gawa muna tayo ng free body diagram nung carton ng milk. Okay. So, for example, ito si milk. Okay. So, wala naman sinabing direction dito. So, let's assume na ang direction natin dito is paganyan para positive x tayo. Kasi hindi naman siya nagbigay ng specific direction. Basta sabi niya horizontal motion. Okay? So, kung andito si tray, kung paganyan tayo ha. So, ang magiging setup is nandito si tray, andito si carton ng milk, at andito yung 9 Newton. So, ang movement natin ay paganyan. So, kung andito yan, okay, so, ito, ang forces na nag-a-act sa carton ng milk is of course, the tray, the force of the tray on the carton, okay. Yun lang, okay. And then, meron ng acceleration na paganyan, okay. So, F of the force of the tray on the carton is equivalent to the mass of the carton times the acceleration. Okay? And then, kung doon naman tayo gagawa ng free body diagram sa tray, okay, kung titignan natin, of course, merong force na binabato si carton kasi 'di ba sa third law of motion merong action-reaction, 'di ba? In every force, there is an equal but opposite reaction. So, si tray, ayan, merong tinatanggap na 9 Newton, pakanan, 9.0 Newton, tapos pakaliwa na F of the carton on the tray, okay, is equals sa acceleration ni tray, mass ni tray times acceleration. Okay. Now, sabi natin kanina, ang Ft on C, okay, kasi action-reaction to, and Fc on T is equal. So, ito, magiging 9.0 Newton minus, equal sila, MCA is equals to MTA. So, uh, the acceleration na hinahanap, okay, is equivalent sa 9.0 Newton, okay, uh, acceleration times MC plus MT. Nilipat ko sa kabila, nilabas ko sa acceleration. So, acceleration is equivalent sa 9.0 Newton, okay. Ang MC natin is equivalent sa 0.50 kilogram plus 1.00 kilogram. Okay? So, ang acceleration ay equivalent sa 9 divided by 1.5 is 6.0 meter per second squared. So, this is the answer for example 11. Okay, so let's proceed to example 12. Ayan. An air track glider with mass M1 moving on a level frictional air track in the physics lab. The glider is connected to a lab weight with mass M2 by a light, flexible, non-stretching string that passes over a stationary frictionless pulley. Find the acceleration of each body and the tension in the string. Okay. So, usually, di ba, gumagawa tayo dalawang free body diagram. Dito muna and then dito. Okay. So, dun tayo sa M1 muna. Okay. Sabi is, of course, kung titingnan natin, meron tayong force, tensional force dito. And then the weight. Okay. So, pag sa X component tayo, okay, meron tayong tension is equals to MA. Okay? And then, dahil ito ay nakapatong sa surface, merong normal force. Sa Y component naman, N is equal, minus W is equals to 0 kasi wala naman tayong vertical acceleration sa M1. So, N is equals to W. Now, punta tayo sa M2. Okay. Pag titingnan natin free body diagram, meron siyang tension at saka of course the weight ng M2. So, sa M2, okay, X tension minus W is equals to M A Y. Okay? At ang AY natin dito ay going downwards. So, malamang T minus W is equals to M negative AY. Okay? So, ayan. Wala naman ng iba. And then, anong hinahanap? Acceleration of each body and the tension in the string. Ngayon, dahil iisang tali naman yan at connected, ang AX at saka AY, negative AY ay equal. Okay? Negative lang to dahil sa direction. Pero equal pa rin sila ng magnitude. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin here is T is equals to MA. Okay? Set na lang natin siya as A. And T minus W, M1 pala to. Okay. Is equals to M2 negative A. Ayan. Okay. So, pwede natin silang i-equate. Okay. So, T, so ito ay magiging M1A minus M2G is equals to M2 negative A. So, para makuha natin yung acceleration, pagsamahin natin yung dalawang acceleration, M1A plus M2A is equals to M2G. So, ang acceleration natin is M1 plus M2 equals to M2G. So, the acceleration is M2G over M1 plus M2. So, this is the acceleration. Ngayon, yung tension, Sabi dito, tension is equals to M1A. So, tension is M1 times M2G over M1 plus M2. Okay. So, ayan. So, tension M1, M2G over M1 plus M2. So, this is the final answer. Okay? So, now let's proceed to the next example. Okay. So, meron naman tayong tinatawag na frictional forces. Okay. Meron tayong two types, kinetic friction at saka static friction. Now, ano ba tong frictional forces? This is the resistive force na re-resist ng motion, okay? So, halimbawa, nagtulak ka pa kanan, ang frictional force mo, yung pumipigil sa pagtulak mo. So, pa-left naman si frictional force. Ito yung, kumbaga, friction nung surface dun sa object na tinutulak mo. So, pag kinetic friction, ito yung the kind of friction that acts when a body slides over surface. Ngayon, dito kasi, kumbaga parang pag gumagalaw yung object, pag gumagalaw yung object, ang meron na friction is tinatawag na kinetic friction. Ngayon, pag static friction naman, ito yung nagme-maintain ng object para maging at rest siya. Okay? So, kapag at rest yung object, ang tawag doon is static friction. Okay? Static friction. So, the frictional force is equivalent to mu n. Okay. So, it's either kinetic or static. So, let's apply that in example number 13. You want to move a 500 Newton crate across a level floor. Okay. To start the crate moving, you have to pull with a 230 Newton horizontal force. Once the crate starts to move, you can keep it moving at constant velocity with only 200 Newton. What are the coefficients of static and kinetic friction? Okay. Sabi niya, si crate daw is initially at rest. At ang kailangan mo para mapagalaw siya ay 230 Newton. Okay? May pumipigil sa kanyang static friction. Kaya kailangan mong mag-exert ng 230 Newton para mapagalaw siya. Okay? So, kung gagawa tayo ng free body diagram, meron tayong pulling force at saka meron tayong frictional force. Okay? Sabi niya constant velocity. So, ibig sabihin, nandito pa rin tayo sa equilibrium, which is summation of F is equals to 0. Diba? So, at first, dahil at rest siya, okay, at rest, so, 0 pa din kasi at rest, so, F minus the frictional force is equals to 0, at ang F natin, okay, kung titingnan natin, mayroon tayong normal force din dito, okay, the normal force is equivalent sa weight ng crate, okay. Pag vertical, this is the x component. Pag vertical or y component naman tayo, meron tayong normal force minus W is equals to 0. At ang weight natin is 500 Newton. N is equals to W or N is equals to 500 Newton. Okay. Now, ang F natin ay equivalent sa frictional force. Ano nga ba yung frictional force? Diba sabi kanina, mu S N kapag nakahinto. Okay, so nakahinto siya, pinipilit mo pa lang siyang gumalaw. So, static friction yan. So, ang F natin is equivalent sa FF daw. So, F is equals to mu Sn. So, F natin para mapagalaw is 230 Newton mu S times 500 Newton na normal force. So, ang mu S natin ay equivalent sa 230 divided by 500. So, that is equivalent to 0.46. Okay. So that is equivalent to mu s of 0.46 static coefficient of friction. Now, kung kinetic friction ang hahanapin natin, sabi niya, kailangan mo na lang ng 200 Newton. Okay? Once na napagalaw mo na siya, kailangan mo na lang ng 200 Newton to keep it moving at constant velocity. So, summation of F is equals to 0 pa rin. At ang X natin is F minus FF pa din. Okay? N minus W pa din. N is equals to 500 Newton. Okay? However, ang magiging FF na natin dito ay mu K N. Okay? At ang F natin dito ay equivalent na ng FF, which is ang F natin ay 200 Newton na lang, is equals to mu Kn 200 Newton is equals to mu K na 500 normal force. Okay? So, ang mu K na natin dito ay 200 divided by 500. So, that is equivalent to 0.40. Kinetic friction naman. Coefficient of kinetic friction. So, that is how you answer example number 13. So, let's proceed. Okay. Let's proceed to example 14. What is the frictional force if the crate is at rest on the surface and a horizontal force of 50 Newton is applied to it? Okay. So, summation, hindi sinabing gumalaw. Sabi niya lang, is at rest. Summation of F is equals to 0. Meron tayong normal force. Meron tayong weight. Okay. Meron tayong pulling force na 50 Newton. Meron tayong frictional force. Yun ang hinahanap. So, sa X, meron tayong F na pulling force minus frictional force is equals to 0. Okay? So, sabi niya dito, ang hinahanap is the frictional force. So, simple. F minus F is equals to frictional force. So, ano ba yung F natin? This is equivalent to 50 Newton is equals to frictional force. So, ganun lang. Okay? So, let's proceed to example 15. Ayan. In example 12, suppose you move the crate by pulling upward on the rope at an angle of 30 degrees above the horizontal. How hard must you pull to keep it moving with constant velocity? Constant velocity, wag malito, ibig sabihin ito ay nasa equilibrium pa din. Kasi sabi niya constant velocity, wala tayong acceleration. Pero it's moving, kaya ang gagamitin natin is mu K or the kinetic friction. So, kung titingnan natin, kung nag-free body diagram tayo, ito yung crate. Okay. Meron tayong T at 30 degrees of horizontal. Okay. Meron tayong normal force at meron tayong weight. Kapag kukunin natin sa X component, meron tayong T cosine 30. Okay. T cosine 30 equals T cosine 30 equals 0. Ayan. At meron tayong Y. Ay, sorry. Meron pala tayong frictional force. Nakalimutan na ni ma'am. Okay. Ito pala yung FF. Meron tayong frictional force. Okay. Kasi, ayun, may mu K tayo. Okay. Kalimutan. Okay. Meron tayong frictional force is equals to 0. Ang frictional force natin ay equivalent sa mu Kn. Okay? So, T cosine 30 minus mu K N is equals to 0. Now, pag sa Y component naman tayo, N plus T sine 30 minus W is equals to 0. Okay? So, ang N natin, okay, plus T sine 30 ay equivalent sa weight ng crate na 500 Newton. Okay? So, ang hinahanap natin dito is how hard must you pull. So, the tension, okay? So, ito yung equation 1. Ito yung equation natin 2. So, t cosine 30 minus mu k, which is 0.40, n is equals to 0. Ang n natin is can be given by 500 Newton minus t sine 30. So, t cos 30 minus 0.40 times 500 minus t sine 30 equals 0. So, alpha x cosine 30 minus 0.40 times 500 minus alpha x sine 30. Yan. Shift. Ay, sorry. Alpha 0. Shift solve. So that is equivalent to a tension of 188 Newton. So this is the final answer for example, what number is this? 15. And then let's go to example 16. Let's go back to the toboggan we studied example 10. The wax was worn off. So there is now a non-zero coefficient of kinetic friction. So may friction na. The slope has just the right angle to make the toboggan slide with constant velocity pa din. So ibig sabihin, ang principle natin dito is dun pa rin sa equilibrium. Find this angle in terms of W and mu K. Okay. So kung gagawa tayo ulit ng free body diagram, meron tayong normal force, meron tayong frictional force, okay, at meron tayong weight, okay. If we are going to rotate it, okay, pag ni-rotate natin to, eto na si normal force, eto na si normal force, eto si frictional force, at eto naman si weight na equivalent at an angle of alpha, okay. Ayan, normal force. Now, kukunin natin yung x at saka y. X is makukuha natin sa W. X component is sine W sine alpha minus the frictional force is equals to 0. Okay? So y naman, we have n minus W cosine alpha is equals to 0. We all know that the frictional force is equals to mu n. Okay? So, n is equivalent sa W cosine alpha. Okay? So, ang hinahanap is find this angle in terms of W and mu K. Okay? So, W cosine alpha. So, ang frictional force naman natin na equivalent is sa W sine alpha. Galing siya dito. Okay? So, FF mu n, mu times n na W cosine theta, cosine alpha. Okay, this is the frictional force equivalent sa W sine alpha. We can cancel W. So, mu is equivalent sa tan alpha kasi sine over cosine. Okay, sulat na lang natin para hindi mahilo. Okay, so, di ba pag kinuha natin yung mu, that is sine alpha over cosine alpha, diba? Cancel yung W. So, mu is equals to tangent alpha. So, alpha is equivalent to arctan mu. Mu k. Mu k. So, ayan. This is the final answer for example number 16. So let's proceed to 17. The same toboggan with the same coefficient of friction is, as in example 16, accelerates down a steeper hill. Derive an expression for the acceleration in terms of g, alpha, mu k, and w. So, nag-accelerate na siya. Okay, nag-accelerate na. So, ang gagamitin na nating principle is F is equals to MA. So, ganun pa din, gawa tayo ng free body diagram. Ito si toboggan. Inikot na natin. Ito si normal force. Okay. Ito si frictional force. At ito si weight. Okay. Gawin natin yung axis. This is alpha. Okay? So, kung kukunin natin siya sa x-axis, ang motion natin is sa x-axis lang, 'di ba? Frictional force, ni-rotate natin. So, ang pa-motion niya is pa ganyan. So, ito lang din yung motion niya. Okay? So, meron tayong W cosine, meron tayong W sine alpha minus FF is equals to MA. Pero sa y component, wala tayong vertical. So, meron lang tayong N minus W cosine alpha is equals to 0. So, N is equals to W cosine alpha. So, the frictional force, we know that that is equivalent to mu Kn. So, FF is equals to mu K W cosine alpha, 'di ba? Ang hinahanap dito is the expression for the acceleration. Okay. So, ayan. FF palit natin dito, W sine alpha minus mu K W cosine alpha is equals to MA. Yan. And, pwede natin sulat yung W sa mg. Sine alpha minus mu K mg cosine alpha is equals to MA. So, pwedeng makancel lahat ng M. So, ang acceleration na lang is equivalent sa G sine alpha minus mu K cosine alpha. So, this is the final answer for example 17, which is also the last example for this video. Thank you for watching.